The hidden agenda behind COVID, financial crises, high inflation, lower standards of living, and CBDCs, financial control or freedom. The world falls deeper into chaos, and there is a reason for that. Let's explore the connections between COVID, financial crises, high inflation, lower standards of living, and central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Are these events part of a grand plan to control the masses, or are they simply the result of a rapidly changing world? Let's dive into the mystery. The COVID-19 pandemic has had a profound impact on the global economy, leading to financial crises in many countries. Governments around the world have responded with a range of measures, from lockdowns and stimulus packages to the development of central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. But is there more to this story than meets the eye? CBDCs are digital versions of traditional fiat currencies issued and controlled by central banks. Proponents argue that they can help stabilize economies during financial crises, while critics fear they could give governments unprecedented control over our lives and finances. With CBDCs, the government can track every transaction, monitor every purchase, and control every aspect of our financial lives. As the people become more dependent on CBDCs, those in power will have complete control over their lives. They will be able to dictate who gets access to money, who doesn't, and how much they can spend. And to lure people into adopting CBDCs, the government might even offer free CBDC to those who adopt them first. High inflation and lower standards of living are also part of the plan. As inflation rises, the value of our money decreases, making it harder for us to afford basic necessities. And with lower standards of living, we become more dependent on the government for assistance, giving them even more control over our lives. Connecting the dots: COVID, financial crises, high inflation, lower standards of living, and CBDCs. Some would say that the COVID pandemic, financial crises, high inflation, and lower standards of living were orchestrated to pave the way for the widespread adoption of CBDCs. They argue that by creating a global crisis, the powers that be can more easily convince the public to accept digital currencies as a solution to economic instability. With CBDCs gaining traction, concerns about the potential loss of privacy and control are growing. Some worry that CBDCs could be used to impose financial surveillance, restrict access to funds, or manipulate individual behavior through social credit systems. So, are the COVID pandemic, financial crises, high inflation, lower standards of living, and the rise of CBDCs part of a hidden agenda to gain more control over our lives? Or are they simply the result of an ever-changing world? The answer may not be clear-cut, but one thing is certain. As the adoption of CBDCs continues to grow, so too will the debate surrounding their impact on our financial freedom. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. And don't forget to leave your thoughts on the hidden agenda behind COVID, financial crises, high inflation, lower standards of living, and CBDCs in the comments below. Until next time.